all the birds find shelter during the rain. Eagles soar high. When your target speaker is as talented and as ambitious as the eagle, the only thing you can do as an evaluator is go down like Daffy Duck and observe and learn. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Chaitanya, for a wonderful, wonderful speech and connecting us back to the once lost APJ Abdul Kalam and his Vision 2020. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, what we witnessed today was something beyond a project 2. So I would want to evaluate first on the basic parameters of what is required or expected of the P2 project itself, and then probably some of the elements which I really liked and what are some of the recommendations that I would like to make. So the first thing which I really enjoyed was the opening was absolutely fantastic. You started off with a saying and immediately connected it to the Vision 2020. So the connect was immediately established. Subsequently, there was a smooth transition when you moved one step at a time. You talked about criticism, you talked about the government coming into play, and how we take the easy route of just criticizing and getting away with things. Then you eventually moved on to the next step, which was highlighting one particular example when you talked about Yaqub, explaining things in much greater detail. Then you took a call to the audience that now it's time to move on. It's not just about criticism, we need to act. You gave the Salman Khan example, and then you eventually moved to the conclusion wherein you gave us the 3 C's: caliber, capacity, but a lack of concern. You gave us the 3 A's, which was aptitude, attitude, and altitude. So these are the 3 things which I immediately take away. So there was a complete organization, smooth flow throughout the speech, which I really liked. What I also liked, which is not expected out of P2, was the fact that you used wonderful hand gestures. The way you opened the newspaper, read through each individual news article, I could visualize that you are actually reading the news. That's something which I really liked, something which really worked for me, right? Now, a couple of recommendations which could have taken it to the next level. First thing, if you see the time, there was still a lot of time left, right? So one thing which I could have recommended is, when you talked about Salman Khan, it immediately connected with the audience. So what you could have done is elaborated on how we can use that example, the journalist example further, which could have extended your speech by another 30 to 45 seconds, which would have added more value, right? Secondly, I also noticed that you're part of holding kind of a lectern. While it's not a recommendation for a P2, what you can do is that when you rehearse at home, or even before you deliver a speech, try and come and stand on the stage for a few seconds. Just visualize how you're going to deliver each aspect of the speech itself, right? And don't try to memorize your speech. There were a few long pauses in between. Try to just capture what you want to say and just go with the flow. Do not try to remember the things, because the audience anyway does not know whether you're remembering or whatever you're delivering, right? It doesn't matter. So those things work very well. And finally, I'd like to say that Vision 2020 with youth like you is already there to be achieved. India is a country where eagles dare.